And I know talking bad about this product is like blasphemous within the beauty community, but hey, call me a heretic because it just doesn't do it for me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing a video that I have wanted to do for a pretty long time, and that is talking about kind of cult raved about beauty products that are like everybody's favorite that I'm not a fan of. I feel like these are really good videos to do because not every single product is going to work for every single buddy, because makeup is subjective and it's not all the same, and what you like isn't necessarily what I like, and that's what makes the world go round. So today we're just going to be talking about some things that everybody loves that I don't. First up, we have got two foundations that are like always recommended and they were like crazy talked about. The first one is the Too Faced Born This Way Absolute Perfection Foundation. Now, I do think part of my problem is I bought mine on like the first wave launch, so they hadn't released fairer shades. So this thing is like straight up orange on me. I have mine in the shade Porcelain. And besides that, it doesn't do anything for my skin. It isn't a foundation that I look at and I go, yes, my foundation and my face and my skin look amazing when I wear this. That just ain't the case. I mean, if I think of a foundation that looks amazing on me, my LA Girl HD, Wet n Wild Photo Focus, Milani Conceal and Correct. There are just so many more foundations that do a better job at making me look awesome than this one, and I know a lot of people really like this, and I just don't. Another foundation is this Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. Now, there is a little bit of a lie in this name, I feel, in the weightless. No foundation by Urban Decay is weightless. I'm sorry. I've tried a couple, and they're just so stinking heavy. Not only are they heavy, Urban Decay foundations, at least on me, oxidize like 3 shades darker. So you apply it on, you're like, oh hey, this looks kind of great, going whatever, and then it's like Oompa Loompa-ification. And on top of that, this is not a dry skin friendly foundation, and on top of that, the only primer I can get this to work with is the Urban Decay primer. So I can't use it with anything else, just that, and even only then it looks only half good. Makes me kind of sad because I really love Urban Decay, and they're known for like super like full crazy coverage, but that was not a go for me. Then we have the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This highlighter is exceptionally affordable. It's like under $5 at Ulta and everything like that. Some Targets carry Essence now. And this is like being the like sung hero of that glow from within, natural, beautiful, just healthy lit highlighter. And although it does do that, the problem I have with this highlighter is when I am fair, which is most of the time, especially winter, I'm a little bit more colorful in the summer just because of the nature of the beast. This gives me a nice glow, but it also gives me a very obvious like streak across my face. It is very obvious that this highlighter is not my skin tone. Now, when I was getting ready to film this, I was like swatching and whatever, and I'm like, there, it looks like it would work really great. It looks like it blends beautifully into my skin tone, but the skin on my hand is not the skin on my face. So although this is really pretty, I really have to have like a certain foundation color. My skin has to be a very particular shade for me to be able to pull this off, and 9 times out of 10, I'm super fair, so wearing it 1 out of the 10 times is just frustrating. Another product that kind of like for the longest time I did like, and I think that's because I was really lame at applying makeup and I also didn't know what worked for me on a personal skin basis level, and that is this lovely NARS blush in Orgasm. And And this blush kind of, I don't know if I've had mine for too long, good for 24 months. Pretty sure I've had it longer than 24 months, but even when it hadn't gone past the whatever, I feel like this is a really bad representation of like the NARS blush formula, because people are always like, oh, it's so pigmented and it's so awesome. And this blush, it's just so like rough. It is very pigmented, but when you're using a like brush, it's really stiff and I really have to like kick around, and it's just this like shiny opalescent whatever kind of mess. And I told myself I loved it. For the longest time, I was like, Sarai, you love this blush. And I got real with myself and was like, girl, I really, really much prefer Deep Throat, which is a fantastic blush, but Argan Oil Orgasm. And then another product that kind of falls under a like, it's not horrible, but it's just not anything amazing, and I'm not like jumping up and down for it. And that is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. Obviously, I have one from the first launch, so I was a part of that first wave of super obsessed people that got this. I got mine on the first, like, the first restock, and it took me 45 minutes to get it, and then 2 minutes after that, it was completely sold out. It's nice. It's a warm, neutral palette with some really nice shimmers and some pops of color. I can think of 10 other palettes that I like more than this one. I do occasionally reach for it, and I'm pleased with the quality and everything like that. But it is not top 5 or top 10 or top anything for me. It's just kind of there. Not necessarily a product that I regret buying, but definitely a product that I do not hold and it as in the same high esteem as other people on YouTube do, who this is like their end all be all palette. It's just, like I said, kind of there. Next one is a very like expensive. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This has dim light, incandescent light, and radiant light, and I can tell you the reason I bought this is because everyone on YouTube seemed to have it, and I wanted to be one of the cool people. I luckily did go in knowing that this wasn't going to be like a super highlight palette, and this is going to be more of like a finishing powder. But even knowing that, I've used this to set my under eye, I've used this to like finish my face, I've used just one of the colors, all 3 of the colors, and for the price you pay for this, I don't notice any remarkable difference. I don't dust this on my face and go, yes, oh my goodness, I am luminous, I am beautiful, I am amazing. It just doesn't do it for me. I mean, I've used it and just been like, eh. And it just isn't something that I think about using a lot, where I'm like, oh yes, it's amazing. It just kind of sits there and I look at it and I'm like, well, I should use you because you're expensive, but you don't do anything amazing for my skin. Y'all know how I feel about this little thing right here. The Kat Von D, I always forget whether it's Alchemist or Alchemy. Alchemist palette. It just... You guys have heard me rant and rave about this, you know, give us 4 more shades, make it an eyeshadow palette, make these bigger and make it a highlighter palette. This is just probably the biggest dud from Kat Von D that I have ever had, and it's just so lackluster. It just, it doesn't do anything amazing when I use it. I don't look at it and think, yes, I can get an amazing otherworldly look with these. They just don't impress me. And even though the aesthetic is beautiful and you think it would work really well, I have other highlighters that kind of have this same vein and idea that works so much better. And this, I don't like it. And then last but not least, a very old favorite on the YouTubes here is the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. Look like this. This is like a OG highlighter, and obviously I had to have it because it was an OG, and I'm a highlighter junkie. And kind of like that Essence one, it's just like, It's just kind of there. It's not blinding. It's not crazy. I don't get all hot and bothered when I use this. It just sits there on my skin, trying to be a highlighter, trying to blend into my skin while also looking very obvious. I don't get along too well with this highlighter. I keep it for reference sake, but I don't understand why people love it so much. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it was at least somewhat informative for you. Like I said, I do enjoy doing these kind of videos because not everything can be amazing and not everybody likes the same thing. Let me know a really hyped up or really popular product that you don't like down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!